There we go. Can everyone hear me? Good, good. All right, today we've got two add-ons lined up for judging. I'll take care of, I guess, could be considered the funnier one first, and then I'm going to take a quick look at the other one. So we've got a gimmick mod and a map to judge today. That's what we've got lined up. There really isn't anything more to it than that, so let's go ahead and, is it? No, it's still insisting on not capturing it. Where is it? There we are. Yes, the add-on is Green Flower 1. No, of course not. Let's go ahead and load up the first one now. I did ping the creator, but it doesn't seem like they're available. Or at the very least, I don't know. The OS is currently doing its own chicanery that is completely bumping up any attempt to actually this. I've never seen that map before. How revolutionary. Just be careful, Otheus. You too will one day be judged for the maps you put in this game. Alright, well, regardless of that, let's go ahead and... The first one. Yes, this is Metal Pipe Blast 2. Let's go ahead and load that revolutionary map from a moment ago. And, let me demonstrate what this mod does. Let me turn this up a bit, just so we're extra sure. Everything is perfectly audible, right? Yeah, imagine this in an RS. Oh my gosh, we gotta host like Ring Slinger with this once. Does this work when you hit a player? Imagine like this playing every time you connected a hit with a rail ring. I think that would be pretty funny, honestly. Oh no, wait, we have that in Otheus. We have that special ring in the Woot. Oh my gosh. Why does it happen on springs too? Does it happen on signposts, I wonder? No. We're gonna see what happens in Knights. Or actually, I would be if I didn't have all 7 emeralds. What am I saying? Bum bum. Imagine happening on bubbles. I gotta check that actually. That would be funny. I was suspicious of this when I first saw it in the queue, actually. Because I thought, oh, is that a sound replacement mod? Is it just replacing the pop sound? No, it's not. It's a Lua script that plays it over top of the sound, in addition to, you know, the Fukushima earthquake that happens every time you make contact with an object. Those aren't springs, those are prings. Okay. You can't even see yourself, like, gaining speed down the slope just because of how violently the screen is shaking. This is something else. Oh gosh, what is Eggman gonna be like? Run this with continuous earthquakes? Oh my gosh. Alright, so this is only the first mod we're judging here. Alright, Eggman, let's do this. Oh my gosh. Hey, Otheus. I don't know if you're taking dev suggestions still, but I found out I figured out a great way to make the Eggmobile a more difficult fight. Oh my gosh! Every one of those explosions triggers a... Every single one of those explosions triggers a metal pipe sound. That, I have to check now. Okay, hold up. Let's check bubbles. That was a good thing. Screw you. The Crush Station might be the most effective piece of enemy design in this game. I don't know what I'm doing. There were much better underwater routes than what I'm doing. I'm just sort of autopiloting my default route. But whatever. Water's right over here. Definitely the Lancebot. I like the Lancebot a lot, but only because it's multi-hit now. If it weren't multi-hit, it wouldn't be anywhere near. Okay, bubbles don't do anything. Noted. What else can we do here? Oh gosh, I wonder. Yep. Now, what does Fang's bombs do? Oh no, there it goes. Ah, no. It didn't actually do anything. Okay, whatever. Oh, hold on. It happened when explosions took place on the Eggmobile. I remember that. So where's the Dragon Bomber? Where's the nearest Dragon Bomber? It's amazing how much of a nothing enemy the Orbinaut is now. Now that we've got all these other enemies in RVZ. Yeah, at the halfway point, whatever. It's RVZ1, I can get there. Ah, crud. I clipped the edge. I got a little too cocky there. A little too cocky again, huh? Alright, hold on. You know what? Actually, this gives me an idea. Infinite Serene Shakes. Okay, this is seriously beginning to disorient me. I found out, Gummo and I were looking into small map polish updates for 0.16. We found that almost none of the rocks in RVZ are aligned. We have no idea, no one has noticed it. I have. But, like... I mean, like, there's a lot of things that you could do better. Let me give you one example. This right here. This should probably not be happening right there. But yeah, almost none of the rocks are aligned, and I think it's simply because, one, the texture is so repetitive. And two, this is still such a visual upgrade on the old RVZ that I doubt anyone would ever want to complain about this. Like, 2.2 is far from the most polished thing in the world. Where are you? There you are. Oh, oh, it's not the same explosion. Lame. What else can I do? Hello, Guro. Giro? I don't know how that name's pronounced. No. Better idea. Better idea. This guy shoots rockets. And they don't do anything! Wow, okay, we made that one easy on me, at least. Hey, Ziggy, this is Metal Pipe, Blast 2. I was playing this, the other day, just casually, after we played Boss Mayhem and got stuck on the old, Brock Eggman for, like, 20 minutes. For some reason, because that boss decided to give me more hell than it's ever given me before. I was playing this boss casually, and I had the thought of, why isn't this guy actually bigger? I know he was only so big in the 2.0 version because they used a level header parameter to shrink all the other objects down. Like, I know that. But he feels really weird this small, and he was always meant to be big. Like, he's even the 2.0 version isn't as big as he is in the OVA. It's really weird to me that they would just not increase his size again. Like, I'm not saying apply the Egg Rock Zone 3 level header parameter, but I am saying, you know, like, maybe increase the size of the object at spawn. The player spawns in the air, so it's not like it would really be noticeable. Oh my gosh. I like how the shaking was apparently canceling out the shaking that's normally supposed to happen there. Alright. Let me check Ringslinger real quick. I gotta know if this happens when the player takes damage in Ringslinger. It does. Awesome. That is great. I don't think I have the latest version of RSR installed, actually. I think I turned the crosshair off a while back to take map screenshots, and I just never turned it back on. I still don't know. Is this supposed to look like, is this waterfall supposed to look like this? With just no sides to it? It looks really, really flat as a result. Oh yeah, the earthquakes are global, which is the funniest part. Imagine being in a 1v1 and the earthquakes are constantly going off. I do, but I don't think I have the latest version. And it'd be in my main add-ons folder anyway, it wouldn't be in the judge folder. But I mainly don't want to load RSR or anything else because I'm about to straight up go into the other map. Load up in the DMAT. Here, I'm just going to load your map, gamer. That's what I'm doing now. I thought it'd be funny. Do you want me to reset the game? I can do that. I can absolutely just reset the game if that's what you want. Okay. Hello, Shooting Skies. Nice to see you again. Oh my gosh, okay. Well, I did get myself into this. This is Shooting Sky Zone. This is the map I'm judging today. This is from the OLDC, as you might recall. My gosh. Yep. I mean, that's why I thought it would be funny. It has been forever since I actually did play this map, though. So, I may not fully remember where I'm supposed to go, but we're just gonna figure that out manually. And if our ears bleed to death in the meantime, so be it. Ears bleed out, I mean. Yeah, I'm gonna want that. Okay. That is a very good question. Motion sickness simulator and ear rape simulator. Honestly, it feels almost cruel because this is such a serene map with such a calming aesthetic, and I'm taking the equivalent of an atom bomb to its sound design. The stream probably is taking it. I imagine the bitrate hates all this shaking. It's gotta. Oh no, a lot of people have been complaining about lag. I am assuming the bitrate just hates all the loud noises and shaking. I mean, yeah, the music here is the same as the Skytop map from years back, isn't it? Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, that map was what inspired a lot of new mappers back in the day, so it doesn't really surprise me. You know, Skytop was one of the more influential maps of the 2.1 era, I feel. It was one of those early maps that I really feel like taught people how slopes could be ideally used. Despite not actually using them that much. It is, it definitely is. It was that and Seraphic Skylands, I think, was the two, I guess, serene blue levels of 2.1. It is a shame that official 2.2 port is never coming. Seraphic Skylands, I mean. Like, it's not just that the port is cancelled, it's like Sphere has left the community. So... Yeah, and I agree. I was actually having a conversation with Crystalline. Sorry, I bumped my mic. I was having a conversation with Crystalline Gazer the other day about this, and we don't really like the direction a lot of maps have gone in now, where they're just big slopes, all momentum, you know, massive, massive scale. The kind of maps that work well with Sonic and Tails. And then just screw any other member of the vanilla cast who tries playing it. Like, if you ever tried playing one of those maps as Fang or Amy, good riddance. It's awful. Good grief, I mean. It's absolutely awful. I've always preferred pseudo vanilla to just take 2.2 style and evolve on it instead of what a lot of people are doing. And I think making maps in mind with momentum mods in mind, or making maps that are best played with modern Sonic, a character with a boost. Is more what I mean. With boost or overcharged momentum. What a peaceful day. What a nice day for a stroll. Wouldn't you agree? This was meant to be pseudo vanilla, but the size ballooned to the biggest map in SRB2. That wasn't intentional. Yeah, that can't happen. Oh wait, look, I forgot. I even have the score attack monitors after the end. This is a cool idea. I want to say, having score attack monitors after the end that you have to aim for, like your bowling, is a cool idea that I'm disappointed that only Skytop and this map ever used. Oh my gosh, yeah, that was an experience. I wonder what it's like if I pick Fang. You actually got that idea from Sonic 1 on the Genesis? Well, oh yeah, because of the the little emblems or little markers that appear. What a nice day for a stroll. Yeah, it's kind of weird to me that none of the other classic games did that. It was just, I mean, I guess Sonic 3 does kind of do it with the signpost you can bounce around. But from what I recall, Sonic 2 doesn't. Wait, can you check the ring emblem? Okay. What the crud? What? What? Is this possible? Is this doable? No, I am not collecting 4,000 rings. I don't think I've ever done that in, like, a normal map. It's enough rings, but the game might Sig said first. What do you mean? Ah, dang it. As revenge, I shall make the world tremor with my wrath. Whatever. Can't hit those. Am I supposed to be? I forget. I let myself get turned around like a rookie. Did I just get points for shaking the earth? Death doing the ring emblem? I hate if you would show... I would hate to think what would happen if you showed this to Flashback Guy. Right? Where he's insistent on getting every single emblem there is to get in all of SRB2. Rest in peace in advance, Ziggy? Yeah. I mean, that might be a fun stream in its own right, actually going for the ring emblem here. I might cheat on that, because I'm not wasting an hour on this stage only to get flipped by a crawler. Or, for my jump to fail, and that to happen. I would definitely be using Tails. It's making the jumps harder than they need to be. Alright, let's keep moving. There are places designed for Tails that have rings or something. How big is this map if you can actually get 4,000 rings in it? .4% of the... What? I like how your guesstimate is down to the decimal point, by the way. I calculated it because it was funny. Okay, I gotta open this in Zone Builder before this is done. I've become decent. I have two. At this point, I just want to beat the levelless Fang, and then we'll go to the approval stage. You know, my problem is I've completely forgotten where I'm going. I wonder why. It's almost like I'm being whacked over the head with a metal pipe every 5 seconds. Like now. Oh, great, okay. Come on. Oh, dang it! Little too early. I like how the spring set off the metal pipe sound, but not breaking through a wall. There goes 200 rings. Oof. Alright. There's no rolling here, so I got it. The Spring of Bisection. Alright. The one with the comet. There's a secret path I sort of want to see you do. Because of the giant slime trail. Oh, yeah. The metal pipe is definitely the joke mod here. The map is not, just to be clear. This is a serious map for serious players. And serious adults. That's right. You must at least have a bachelor's degree to appreciate this map. I think I clipped it, and so it didn't count. I thought you were spring. I thought I was half paying attention and thought you said Spring of Bisexuality for a moment. I need to remember that from when I do Techno Bi Zone. Yeah, that's possible. Fair enough, Glaber. I know that feeling. I mean, I've graduated, but I've definitely had courses screw me over because of weird grading forms. A sequel to Transflower? Yeah, I was working on Techno Bizone a long time ago. The problem, I did it for a while, kind of a couple reasons. One, the pun, also because the purple goo naturally looks like the purple on the Bi flag. The problem is that leaves you with the dark purple and the magenta, right? And that is very hard to make a pleasing level color combo out of. I might still have it. There it is. Yeah, I didn't finish this. For obvious reasons, right? Yeah, like, this looks really ugly. I never finished this. question. If I were to submit a bunch of custom names as a resource, how would you go about judging it? I have a test map that I've used. I turned my first ever map into a test map that I call Test Flower. I'd probably just place them down in that. Or I could load that Hangout map I made long ago and just place them down in that. I can do that on stream, honestly, if you'd want. I forgot about the metal pipe for a second. What ID is Deep Sea gonna be? I think I was gonna do Demi Sea. I think that's what I was gonna do. The actual sequel to Transflower is now planned to be that Stardust Woods map I'm making based on the lesbian flag. The one that I showed on when we were making a map on stream before. From what I recall, the order was going to be Transflower, Technobuy, Demi-Sea, Castle Gayman, Arrow Canyon. I forget what Red Volcano was going to be. I think it was Ace Volcano. That's what I was going to do. Egg Rock. And I didn't have one set up for Black Corp. Of course, the ultimate problem with this is that actually replacing all the colors in Greenflower 1 alone took a while, and I don't really have the energy to do that en masse. It is. Oh yeah, I forgot you just straight up can't get in there as Fang. Yeah, you'll guess why I picked Celeste music for this map. You'll never guess why. And then I never did Greenflower 2. I don't think I touched it at all because it was just a lot bigger. Yeah, no, Greenflower 2 is normal. Where is it? Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me pull this over. Yeah, I know. This is the actual sequel to, oh. I have to load in this manually, huh? Come on. Actual sequel to Transflower. I've touched up some of the areas, but honestly, I've been working on other projects, so no, there's been barely any work on it. Yep. Okay, but what if I make you go insane enough we reach a state where the map is never finished, which is good for reasons that have not been invented yet? I don't know what you would gain by that. Violet. I feel like I took us off course. Judge Wise hold. Just why? Should I feel guilty? No, I'm about to just approve the other add-ons. Sounds like something from the Drawn to Life add-on still lives on. Yeah, these coins use the Drawn to Life sound. These, the coins are my original sprites. Like, I made these sprites for my own independent game project, and I just ported them over. But yeah, they are heavily based on Drawn to Life's coins. Oh gosh, no, that is what we need to do. Hold on. I think this is the latest version. Will the stream freak out if I do this? No. Okay, good. Okay. Right. Well, these are the actual Drawn to Life coins. Hello, Baki. DTL, now with metal pipes. I mean, there's nothing stopping you from just drawing them in the actual game. Oh good, I'm glad my custom monitors work with that. Yep. It's a shame. I haven't done any work on this in a long time now. This February will actually be 7 years since I started working on this. And I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to finish anytime soon. But it would be nice to. I still think about it every now and again. Aw, thank you. I would like to finish it, let me just make it clear, but all of my Drawn to Life energy is being taken up by the last stop right now, and I kind of see that as a bigger priority. That's the fan game I'm writing for and level designing for, so that's my focus. No, that is a good religious comparison at least, because the Drawn to Life series is full of those. But hello, Sleeping Baki. I hope you don't mind what I'm about to do here. Oh, this is my own project from a while back. This is the Drawn to Life, a new canvas pack. Honestly, the fact that I do go back and play it does suggest to me that it is pretty fun and I probably should finish it, but... What I might do and what I've thought about doing for a long time is just finishing the first world and then putting that out as like a demo release. slept like a gravestone. It slept like a gravestone on the San Andreas Fault, if that's what you mean. San Andreas. No! No, that is not what that's called. That is not what that fault line is called. Oh my gosh. Ah. Oh yeah, this pack's not been worked on in a while, so it doesn't have a replacement for the new special stage victory theme. This is the Drawn to Life a New Canvas mod. It's one of mine. I made this. Thank you. I did put some work into this in 2024. I know that. I think that was the last time I worked on this with any serious mind. I ported some of it to UDMF and then went from there. And then I think it was map 98. Oh, come on. Map 90... Sorry, what am I saying? Map 88. 89. I was getting the numbers mixed up. Yeah, this stage was not done. This was not done. I was thinking if I go back to this, I may seriously re-overhaul this map. I designed this to be a one-to-one recreation of the original Rapoville. But it just doesn't work that well in SRB2, and it looks kind of weird. So I would probably take the buildings and just place them in like a original layout for the village. Because the village changes every game, so it's not like it matters. Well, yeah, that's because it's from... I have a different map. I have a different mod on top of it. I'm judging the Metal Pipe Blast mod. And so I've got that loaded. Thank you, Glaber. Yes, this is a hub. You can talk to the people here. You can, in fact, go inside the buildings. Some of them, at least. Any vocalizations the homunculi make in your general direction are not important. Warp wells? Yeah, the well in the first Drawn to Life game does that if you put in enough coins, so I just make it do that automatically. That little warp sound you hear is actually an unused sound from Drawn to Life 1. Okay, what were the other maps I had made? Map 91? Yes. This is the map I was working on in 2024. Oh gosh, okay, that's not what that's supposed to look like. That's taking stuff from Stardust Woods. Yeah, I didn't get very far on this. What were the other ones I did? A1, A2. I can't screw up on the console. That has never worked on my PC for some reason. Um, Map 99 is the title screen, of course. Use Slate instead? Yeah, I can't just open it in Slate. Hold on, let me just figure out what that last map was. Oh, I've already got the mod open. I forgot about that. A3. Okay, it was numbers. That's what was wrong. Yeah, that sky doesn't look too great. That's supposed to be ripped directly from Drawn to Life 1. The problem was it doesn't look so bad on like stream view actually. But the problem is just that it didn't look good when I converted the Drawn to Life palette, and so I eventually had Motor Roach was kind enough to put it through a converter that made it dither. No, this is supposed to be one of the final levels. The idea is that it be kind of a lava level, but the lava is shadow goo instead. So there'd be flowing lava and everything, and this would actually hurt you instead of letting you stand on it. There is no level called Twisted Palace in the original Drawn to Life, actually. The original Drawn to Life was planned to have 6 worlds instead of 4. It wasn't cut for time, really. The developers didn't really expect themselves to be able to handle 6 worlds. It was more just to make the document as big as possible to please THQ. But I thought the last world is kind of split into 2 halves, and that last half could be a world in its own. So that's what I just wanted to do. No, not the shadow, people. Yes, there is no Thok in this pack. It's an insta-shield. Main reason is that I've adjusted Sonic's speed to be more appropriate for 2D mode. He's a little slower. And the Thok isn't great in 2D mode because you can't see much in front of you. So, insta-shield instead, a lot more useful, I think. Especially considering the Drawn to Life pack and thus its enemies were going to have more health and more attacks and whatnot. So I figure giving Sonic a combat move, the insta-shield, is probably for the best. The first game, that was actually the second game. The second game had a changed ending for the revision. Drawn to Life 1 is the same no matter what revision you're playing. The second game does radically alter the ending cutscene because the ESRB complained it was way too dark. But the original ending is the canon one, as seen in the third game that came out in 2020. Nah, it's fine. Just make him faster in Program Image, Freedom Planet 2 Dynamic Camera, SMH. Oh yeah, that's an understandable mix-up, Glaber. Funnily enough, we did get a early version of the ending theme, the vocal theme from Drawn to Life 1, relatively recently, as in like a year or 2 ago. Apparently, it was based on a song the creator had written for a contest in 1999, and so he released that original version. Pretty good. What if the cam at 60 degrees to show what Sonic is facing towards? Like, you might be thinking of like Project Condor at that point. Yeah. Anyway, I think I've shown off quite enough of this. The only, like, thing I could really show more is, like, if I go back to the level select here. Wow, okay, it's just not going to show me the level select now, huh? I just wanted to show off the level select. Whatever. I'll go to the multiplayer menu. You can see how the pack was going to be organized. So 3x boss, 3x boss, 3x boss, 3x boss, and 3x boss. 5 worlds, 3 levels apiece, so 15 levels in total. Mount Snowy was the only level ever finished. The other levels are pretty far along, like Snow Caves and Icy Lake. Twilight Woods got a decent start to it, so does Twisted Palace. But none of the bosses were ever programmed in. Although I did start on Frostwind, I just never finished it. The first special stage is finished. I think that contrast was earlier than last year. Yeah, it was a year or two ago. I think it was 2023 when it happened. But yeah, Drawn to Life is pretty good. Obviously, I'm quite a big fan. Yeah, the sound test is not working anymore. It was working at one point, and I had all the songs lined up, but it's just not anymore. Yeah, I was the only one working on this pack. I had, like, some help on bits and pieces here and there, like those stocks you saw rise up. I actually got help from Tatsuro on that one, but, no, none of the other stuff. Yeah. I think, oh gosh, no, don't do that. Do not go to the demo. Yeah, you did. That's a really old map. Who knows if it will even load? Oh, hey, Castle Black. I don't dare load that right now, though. Anyway, I'm going to start the process of approving these 2 add-ons I've just judged. Because believe it, before I veered this off to talk about my own stuff, this was actually a judging stream. How about that? Let me go ahead. Make sure I don't have any, like, secret information visible on my Chrome tabs or my Firefox tabs. I don't. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and edit resource. You should open Shooting Skies and ZB. You know what? I've got Zone Builder open, so I will. Yeah. Almost did that. So, actually, did they put this in Lua or Miscellaneous? Lua, okay. Lua will work just fine. Yes, the end was the contest entry. Even though the metadata might say 2003, it was a 1999 contest according to the composer. So I just imagine that might have been when the file was transferred over to a new PC or digitized or what have you. Okay, Metal Pipe Blast 2 is on the MB now. Before I do Shooting Skies, I am going to open this up in Zone Builder. So first I'll load Slade. Oh, is it a binary map? Okay. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I'm going to transfer the stream over. Yeah, Violet, what on earth is this? I didn't even think that the engine could handle something like this. Obviously, I don't have the custom resources loaded, so it's gonna look a little weird in the editor. But oh my gosh, this is a binary map. I what? How do you do this, Violet? Oh, this is driving me insane. Okay, well, now that we've certified Violet's insanity, I expect them to be heading to a insane asylum soon. So, everyone wave bye to them. We are going to go ahead and let's just you know let's carefully unleash this onto the world. I mean, it's from the OLGC, so it really already was. But ah, you see, the queue has been bumped up during our time doing this. Okay, move thread, maps. There you go. Both mods approved. They are on the MB now. Yeah. What a wild adventure that was. All right then. Um, time to see who gets 4,000 rings first. Yeah, I don't envy the person who's gonna do that. Yeah. Well, all right. I'm getting kind of winded, so I think we'll call it there. Thank you all for tuning in. It's nice to see y'all, all of you. All right. See you guys next time. Same SRB2 time, same SRB2 channel. Bye.